All right, brothers, you're welcome. We're welcome to today's class. I'm very happy that we are all here as a team. I know we have had a difficult week. Some of us have gone through very difficult time through the week. I just want you to know that the Savior cares about all of us, and they're grateful for that feeling and the atoning sacrifice and the love that we feel. So to start our session today, we will start by having a word of prayer. Brother Reuel, could you give us an opening prayer?
Yeah, sure. Dear Heavenly Father, we're grateful that we will be able to have our last team teaching assignment for our course, and we are grateful for thine help. And we ask thee, Father, please bless us as we do our best in this course, that we will be able to finish strong and we may retain all the knowledge that we've learned so far. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen.
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 Thank you. Thank you so much, Brother Reuel, for the prayers. So at this time, I would like us to start by giving an update. It is week 13. Week 13 means we probably don't have week 14. If we do, it's just 1 or 2 days into week 14. But week 13 is the determinant or the end week of all that wraps up all the efforts that we have been putting all through from week 1 to week 13 through the semester. And today I'm very happy as well to be the Scrum Master, or I think it's the last week. Possibly we may meet or may not meet in the next week, but I'm very happy to be a Scrum Master today. However, I'm also delighted to share a bit of the experience on updates on where we are before actually we go into the actual skills that we have learned this week. So can I ask Brother Gutoni, please give us an update on where you are and how far you're carrying on with the class assignment.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother Francis, for giving me this opportunity, and everyone here for turning up. So this week has been it's been so tricky. I was able to do reading and also the quizzes and the project. So I'm on the last step of the project. I think project 1310. It is one that I'm doing, like installing Docker. And there are some of the projects that are so difficult. Actually, not difficult, but they give hard time, like when you are installing. So when you try to maybe get some files, maybe try it in the files, you may not get the file in the repository. Yeah, like that is not installed. So it is kind of difficult, maybe because you may not know what may be the problem. But when you checked, it give hard time to check, to try always, and you cannot. Some they fail to install because of something you try several times, you try many options, but they were not working out. Yeah, that is the challenges that I face in the project. Yeah, for example, if you install HTTPD server, it refused to install. You try to check, there are some, it can install, maybe the name may be different. So you need to find the correct name to search to install the correct one. Now to write into it, you may find that there may be a file missing in your Linux, and it gives you a hard time to do. So those are the challenges that I was facing. But so far, I am doing well. I'm doing the thing that I'm able to do, but those things that I cannot, I'm just trying. Though I know what to do, but Also to download them, to find a way of, like, it take a lot of time to go and put in those files. They don't exist in my Linux, and it is, yeah, it give me a hard time. So that is what the report of my week, and thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Okay. Thank you so much, Brother Lwal. That is wonderful to hear from you, and also those things that actually the challenges that you have faced, but also the resolve to find a solution or way out, and also helping us discover some of the mistakes that perhaps those of us who have not done it need to pay attention to that particular area that he has mentioned, so we'll be able to overcome it when we get to that step. Yes, I will go ahead and say, give the opportunity to Brother Rowell.
Yeah, so for me, I'm still on the reading assignment. I'm not done with working with cloud technologies. So I'm planning to finish it today while working on the projects. And for the project, I'm stuck at 13-1, and I'm still figuring out how can I get over it. So Brother Vish suggested to remove and reinstall it again. So I've tried that, but I'm still getting the same error message. And yeah, I will continue to try troubleshooting it. So hopefully I'll be able to find out the solution for it before, yeah, hopefully before Monday, so I can have a lot of time preparing for the exam. Yeah, so that's it for me.
Okay, thank you. I didn't get you clear. What challenge did you say you were facing with your machine?
I'm getting the DHCPD service error, which specifically when I'm trying to start the DHCPD service server, it's showing up an error.
That is on week 13, is that right? Week 13 project number?
Yeah, week 13.
Uh, project number? Okay. I will give him the opportunity to find the exact area so we can probably figure out how to help him overcome that in our next conversation. Okay, so I'll turn this time to Brother Edwin.
Yes, right now I'm still catching up. I have two left projects. I haven't exposed to project 12 and 13. The struggles I've experienced is same with Agotoni, like in the installing of the application on the on the system itself. I managed to download the zip file, but it seems that it's not uh, cannot be found upon unzipping it. I'll show it to you later. And there are things that I'm not really sure. I'm not pretty sure if it's compatible with the system or it is designed. So those are the hardships that I've experienced. So in order for it to succeed, definitely I uh, think out of the box. I search, the resource in the internet. I tried it. I've I've successfully do it, but it's not within the activity itself. Um, but for me, I'm doing all the best that I'm doing the best that I can to learn in the process. I think there's like some differences in terms of the configuration, but uh, good thing for me that I understand how it's being done. so happened that, you know, we were being frustrated at times that we are expecting that to be happen, but it's not working. So those are the challenges that I have. Also some scenarios happening within the few weeks. Was not be able to send projects on time, but hopefully I can manage to catch up until, like Rio said, Monday, so that we can prepare for the last exam that will be, you know, on Wednesday. So that's it for me.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Um, After we consulted with, I think on the challenges you're struggling with, Brother Edwin, I think we consulted Brother Vish, and he did mention that there was an error somewhere in the programming. Actually, when you look at the workbook, there's some the challenges around there. It's actually not from our end; it's from their end. So at some point, he actually recommended if we could skip that and going to start from 3, if it's okay for you. So I think you will just look into that. Okay, so for me, I will take this opportunity as well to give an update on what has been happening from my end. I still have, honestly, I still have like some unsubmitted assignments, like I think 4 weeks, something of the kind. But I've really been working so hard this week to try and catch up, and also try and work on the areas that has actually been dragging me behind. So for a very long time, I've been I've been really struggling with the V editor and the codes there. So most cases, I tend to forget what needs to be done. But this week, I think I've worked closely with Agutoni on some of those areas, and he's really helped me master those areas. So I'm very happy that as the week comes to an end, I've learned so much on that area, and that is the area that I was struggling with. And I look forward to making sure that I accelerate the remaining assignments and turn them in as fast as possible. But also, just to give a feedback on the week 13 assignments, I discovered something. I discovered the DNS server address, the 127.0.0.1 is not working in line with the host name. It's not configured as much as the workbook says we should use it. And I think, to be specific, that will be needed on week 13 from project 3 onwards, especially where we will need to export files from this virtual machine to the next virtual machine, or from this directory to the other directory. So the DNS server had, the DNS server address had a problem, and something that I noticed, it wasn't responding. Even when I was supposed to extract the HTML files, it wasn't responding. But then after clearly looking into it, I noticed that there was an error in the DNS server. So that was not matching with the host name that we have on the machine. So I think that's one of the errors that I discovered this week. However, I know if you haven't gotten there, you will definitely get there. But remember, maybe that is the challenge that I've found out. So far, that is update from my end. I will continue to work to make sure I catch up and giving it my all. And I know I'm believing in the help of this team, especially when I need help. I'll reach out right away. Okay, so at this time, we will turn into showing the skills that we have learned this week, or this from the time we last met last weekend. Please, I will start by taking Rewel to demonstrate for us some of the skills that he has learned and share with us why he feels that skill is very important for the rest of the team.
Yeah, so I'll share my screen.
Go ahead.
Yeah, can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to demo about the chronic command, which is a utility that allows us to interact with a crony network or time synchronization daemon. So this is a popular time synchronization tool that is often used in our systems to ensure accurate system time. So for that, we should type the chronic so we can start the chrony daemon and interact with the chronic interactive shell. So now we're in the chronic interactive shell. So we type the chronic in our shell. So in this interactive shell, we can enter various commands to interact with the chrony daemon. So for example, if we want to check the current system time, we can type tracking and track, track. Cannot wait. Problems. 6. Mm, Wait, let me check the config first. I think it is not configured yet in my Kali. Mm, Let's try to run it as sudo. Then track. Oh man. Hmm, It last. I'll try again. Start running. Oh man. Because in my Fedora, it's not working as well.
Yes, I see you have it. Are you able to restart? And I hope it doesn't take too long.
Are you using
Yeah.
the Fedora?
Yeah. Is it working on your end? The chronic? Can
It
you
say the
try it?
chronic. Yeah, they say the chronic is not found.
It's not found. But I have
That
it
means it
here.
may. You check the spelling. It may not be matching. Something like that.
Yes, actually, you typed cron-need, not chronic, on the system CTL start cron-need. So you need to
I'll
change
try
that
it
to chronic.
on this one. I'll try it on Fedora. to chronic. Oh, okay. Oh, got it. So it's working on my Fedora. So if we want to check for the current system time, we should type the tracking command to our chronic interactive shell, and it will show us the current system time. So if we want the chronic shell to manually adjust the system time, for example, if we want to set the system time to a specific date and time, we can use I guess it's the set alarm command. So for example, 2024, next month, 6, 12, 34, 56. Set. Oh, I think it's not set command, it's set time. Set time 5, 6, 5, 6, 12, 34, 56. It's not enabled. I don't know what it is. So I guess that's all for me. So I just want to demo the chronic tracking command in the chronic interactive shell so we can check the current system time in our system.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. I'll give the opportunity. Brother Edwin, would you like to try something? Are you able to do anything?
Yeah, sure. Let me share
You
my
can
screen.
try it, and then afterwards we go to Brother Lowell. Then I'll come in last.
So this is what I've done in the since I haven't get the 11, 12 and 13, so I'm gonna share what I've experienced on hands-on 11. So if we're going to see here, so this command will uh, given us or will give us, you know, updates in terms of the system configuration. So this might take time, but I'm going to show it to you. All right. There's like a prompt there message that it needs to be installed. So since it's done now, as based on the project, we need to download the code, right? So first we go to list file. So after that, we go to the download folder. So cd/downloads. Let's say, for example, I managed to download the code for the funky. So I managed to download. So this is what I've encountered so far. I cannot go to the download folder, but if I did this one, then or downloads. So it cannot be. So I did this. So I managed to get into the download folder. If I list all the file. Oh, sorry guys, I deleted those what you call this? I deleted those documents that I downloaded on the download folder. So supposedly this is the one that I download. Okay. So this command dpkg dash I and then the zip. So this will allow us to download the package or the actual zip command that it is already downloaded on the folder on our downloads folder. Yeah, because one of the main reason why it's not appearing, we have an error, is because I've deleted it already. Sorry about that. So the main command there is sudo dpkg-i. So that command will allow us to install the code. So the second one, the sudo add app. Okay, this allow us to extract the certain code which will execute an application. So for me to manage to install the conky, this command is the one that I did. But I think I would rather show to you the because I managed to install it in Ubuntu. So give me one quick second. Let me open up my Ubuntu. So let me share my screen. Okay. So while it's loading, so this is the one that I did. Just wait a few seconds. So, so I'm going to log in now. Might give a little bit of our time. Please bear with me. Okay, I'm going to open up the terminal. So, so this is what I've done so that I can manage to install the Conky or the widget app. So from from what I did is I installed the app-get. That's what I mentioned earlier. So it will install. Then after that, the second one is the repository. This is the code to, from what I understood on the project. The code that we'll be downloading should be open on the terminal, but I've done it a lot of times, but it's not letting me to execute it or to open it. So this one is the command that I found in the web. So that is the repository, which is the code itself that I downloaded. Okay, then it will recognize by the system. Then after that, I can manage to add the conky. But the conky that I managed to add up is it's only the system information of the computer. I wasn't able to download the conky manager. The conky manager is the one that will help us to like customize the widget, like putting like themes or everything, so sort of like that. So those. Let's wait for a few. seconds. So it will read. Supposedly, this is the one that should happen when we download the codes, but it's not telling me to do it. So it's done. So when you type Conky, so you're going to see it. This is the widget already. Supposedly, this is the one that will happen on the assignment. But unfortunately, when I follow it many times, like 20 times, it's not letting me to do it. So I'm not pretty sure what widget should post on the system. But this is the actual widget that will found on your computer. Well, it depends if you download the manager. Since I'm not the owner of the code, I just install it. No. So I don't have the option to do the codes for download the manager. I need to find a source. And just to give you an heads up, um, Fedora should have like a daemon source code, because if you do not download a Debian code, it will not run. So that's all for me, guys, and I hope you learned something about it. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you so much. Um, Brother Lual?
All right. So, what I'm going to demonstrate for our assignment is about database. So, how we manage database in Linux. And yeah, so you could see the command here, apt install PostgreSQL. So this is a type of database that we run in Linux. It is more diverse and flexible. So it's not like MySQL, which may requires a lot of tables and a relationship and that. So the Linux make it more flexible to use PostgreSQL, and 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 it is good when we manage like a large database, like large data. It is good for it. You just put in and it works. So you could see here, I've already installed the database. So also there are command that we can use to when we are creating. So when we use the password, so like when we are creating, we use the password for the database. Now I already have it, so I don't need to do. I don't need to have that database created again, which I already have. So I need to cancel it. So let me exit and try power. Yeah. So I was trying to cancel it. That's when you put, so when you do that, you can put the password and you confirm, but I already have it, but I cancel. Yeah, so, and you can log in using, so using foo command. Like this, so that it just to the post. You have seen here it has changed from root to Postgres database. Now in this database I can create. So to create a database, maybe for the orders, for the sale, or for the farm, like we have different type of database. Maybe for sale orders, so we can use create command, create database. We use then we put the database that we need to orders. It can be sale, and we press that, so it will be able to create for us the database. And here we have seen that I've already created this database and the cell. So, and if I need to see what was created before, so I can do this. I can press. So let me see this. So now you can see the cell database is here. When you use a PS SQL, it start the database. And in this database, we can create tables. And when you see here, in this command, create, you see here, you can see I've created the table customer. So the table is called a customer table. And in that table, it has column. So you can see these three parameters, the name and the character. So they shall like identify maybe the length, something like that, and addresses, it may be white. You can put 40, 45, something like that. That is called shall, like it is like a character. That's why we put this. And when you see comma, it means like a comma, put a space like each column, like that. And we have three. So in the column we have name, and also we have address, and we have the balance. And it was created, so it already exists. But when we can also use inserts. So insert into, when we use insert, it can insert into like a customer table, and the values, and you enter something like that. And now we can select from the table which was created. When you select from the table, you can use select from the table ordered by balance index. So this one is like from the descendant. So when you use that one, so ordered by, it changed like the arrangement of the things. Yeah, so that is how it works. So you can select from the table, and you can see this thing they were inserted, and I can insert into the same table. I can insert into the same table. Yeah, so I can insert into the same table by putting in name. So in this table, let me say I can put in Raul, and so 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 that means in that row it's going to bring like it's going to add Raul into the same table. Maybe address. I can change the address where you stay. I can say 21 252. Let me say Melbourne. That's where you stay. And the balance that you may be having, I can put like, so anything that put is in bracket is in different table, is in different column. Like Melbourne and the address is in different column. That means they are going to be under address. So how you put these commas determine the type of, I mean the column and the rows that you have. So far we have 3 rows, and in each row that's why we say the values that put in the rows, and they are also determined by the character of the bar chart, the size. If we put maybe 15, the chart when we are creating the table, it will not it will maybe refuse. So like, and here they said 40 because the address may be white, and that's how the characters are. Yeah, sometimes it can be digits. Yeah, we can put something like integers, so it depends. Like, so when we enter, it will be to the database. So when we select everything from customer table, from customer, we select everything. See what is in select from customer. Select, so the astro here, it means everything. That means, yeah. So if I remove this, I have to be specific. Yeah, I have to be specific. So if I select, if I put, you can see here there is Raul Magistrato is added into the table. And it put like the like how it is put. So that's mean, so our database we just keep adding. So and selecting is much wider, where we can use it can be large, like maybe another that kind of database where we can use the left join, other join when it is white. That is like MySQL, something like that. So it can be white, but this we select everything from the table where names like this. We can select everything from the table. Then we select everything from the table where, let me say name equal So here it says 0 rows. So, but let me be clear. Let me say let me add your full name to be now it can bring like something that is in your table. Yeah, it may be expenses, what you bought, it depends on the database. It may be what you bought, it may be what you ordered, it depends with the table. We can add more table, we can create table. Yeah, like more, we can create table and we can extend. Like how when we are creating a table, we can add more rows and more tables, like something like that. When we are like so we create table and we have customer name like that. So right here, we need to add something again. Okay, we can say order. Let me say the order, something like that, and we put the char and we maybe we put something. It can be 40 or it can even be 20. Depend with the arrangement. So and we continue adding. When we run this, it will be able to add. So let me keep the space here of the column. The space. So this table order can be added. So we can continue adding the table when we are creating under the cells, under the cell table, the order, something like that, something by the balance, the total sale. We can create more the table like total sales, total income for the day, yeah, something like that. And we can wider it, it depends. And that's why it is more flexible. You don't need something like to create relationship and other thing like other database. And this is what I found important because when I like database and it is more fun to go, we can create another table. We can create another table. We can recall, it may not be a customer, but we can call another table. We can be order. So in that order, we can have so in that table we can add more columns. We can add more columns in it. Column can be in this format. The column can be in this format. Yeah, the column, the order, it can be the item. Yeah, item, the order, the kind of item. And we can share something, and the character it will be star 20, and this one has to be in bracket. We can also have other things in the table. It depends on the table. What are the items? It can be type can be types of item. Then we put something. So how you create the column like that until you finish it like the table column in the table. Yeah, so it depends on the item, type of item, total. So you can add, so here you can say 20. You can say something like total, and you can put something like this, and you say 25. Yeah, like that. How you create it, and you can close. And when you run, it will create another table in the cell database, and we can create another database as well. So that's how we manage database in, yeah, and we can, yeah, we can, yeah, we can quit. Yeah, we can quit. Now we are out of the database, and we can also exit from. And in this database, we can create also another table, another create database. So it depends. So you have to know the command, and you have to know the parameters and what kind the thing that are needed in database. If you have done it before, or if you have not done it, so managing database in this Linux is more, yeah, is flex. Is not something like hard time. So when you need something, you just have to come and update the table, and it will be stored in the database, in your database. So when you come and log in as a database administrator, you need to come and update the table. You need to check, maybe a table can be payment, employees, yeah, the salary, the email address, contact information. So it depends, it can be wide, unless we can manage it right here using this kind of technology that we have using the Postgres here. And that is what I would like to share with you. Thank you. So now I exit from the database and I'm on my root account. Yeah, maybe someone can take over it. Maybe if there is any question that you need to ask about it, you can let me know.
Well, there's no question. Anyone with a question? I don't have one, but that's beautiful. Anyone with a question? Brother Edwin? Yes, I can see your hands up.
No, yeah, no, it's it's an additional knowledge for me. I think I might apply that. Working on the two more projects that I missed out. Good thing that I have an overview to somehow see how a database works and how it can be edited.
Please ask that again. There is a bit of an echo on your background.
Oh, for me it's good. I've learned something on how to maintain the database. I might apply that to the remaining hands-on projects. So good job, good Tony. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Good job. Thank you very much, Brother Alwal. I think Roel doesn't have a question. If there is any, please do ask before I proceed.
Yeah, I don't have any questions.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so it's back on my end. And for me, what I would like to focus on, or some of the skills that I learned this week. was exporting file directories from using the network file system from one Ubuntu server to the next Ubuntu server or a Fedora, as long as they can be connected within. So I will start with I will start with my Ubuntu server 20. Ubuntu server 18. Share my screen. Okay, good. Right over there. I hope you can see my screen.
We are seeing your screen.
So I'm on user 1. I will log in with the root because I need to do that. I need to access the root file. Okay. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is to make sure that I install I need to make sure that either my virtual server, in this case Ubuntu 18, is having all the file utilities. I mean the NFS, that is the network file system utilities. And in this case, if I'm not so sure, I will still make sure that I try to install just to make sure that I don't miss out anything. Install NFS kernel. Server. Okay, so the reason why it is taken so short amount of time is because I had already installed this. I mean the NFS utilities into my computer, and so that's why that took so short. But now I will need to go into and edit the files that need to be exported with the V editor, and in this case I will do a VI /etc and say export file, export. So as we do this file export, after exporting of the file, we have to make sure that it is modified well. And after that, we are supposed to make sure that the exported file is not just exported, but is also mounted to appear on the system on both two systems. That is my Ubuntu server and also my Fedora. It opens that. I'll do that to modify that. Okay. And then I will add a line. Add a line. Sorry, I made a mistake a little. I have to go back and redo process. Suppose we cancel this. Quit. Quit. Okay, I'll go back to this. VR installation. Yeah, that's correct. I had made a mistake and I left out an S on the exports. So it opens this file that the export sample of the kind of file that need to be exported. So what I'm supposed to write here, this is one of the sample files that I had already modified or edited. So I just need to make sure that to add that a next line to it, I need to add the comment. I need to add the comment and then modify that row and make sure that is in a bracket. So after which, okay, to modify this, I'll do this. Let us see. So after I've written that, I on the V editor, press the escape button and shift semicolon, and then I save. That is WQ to save, and I will have done making those changes using the V editor. So I type export. FS, export FS. Yeah. Sorry, that's a problem here. That. And then system CTL. Then after restarting, so in that case, I've just restarted the NFS files and its utilities that was modified so that it can take effect right away. I'll exit to this on my, I will then have to leave my Ubuntu server 18 and I have to go into my Fedora machine. Fedora. Okay, what's this? So I'll log in, the root. Okay. I will also make sure that I install the DNF on this other end so that it will be able to the two computers will be able to communicate effectively. Okay, that case I've been able to my computer already previously was already installed. So that just to make sure that I don't miss out any step, I need to be able to do that. So the next thing, I think the next skill is, or the next step that I need to do is I need to be able, now that I've exported this, I need to be able to mount the exported files. So I'll go ahead and do that. Yes. Then, as I do the exportation, I need to be able to give my Fedora computer the IP address of the file that I'm exporting from. So in this case, the IP address for my machine is, for my Ubuntu server 18 is 10.0.2.15. So I will put there 10.0.2.15. That's the IP address for that. /etc. So in this case, I'm mounting the exported files. Okay. And I need to go ahead and confirm if that file has really been mounted. So I do a df so I press enter. I wait for the computers to interact and see how they communicate. Sometimes it takes a short while, depending on the file size, and also the accessibility, the availability of the other computer, especially the one at the server. But once the communication between the two computers start right away, the next time you initiate that communication or you request something, you find it becomes a lot easier and quicker and faster for the server and the Fedora computers to be able to interact. It's taking a while. it's worrying trend. All right. Okay. I think we can all see on the screen. Right over here, you can see that the file systems are being mounted. At the extreme end, you can see that the mounted is on. That tells you that the file has been mounted to these other computers, to this other Fedora. So from Fedora, we can be able to access most of the files the other side. But now the two computers can share files, can communicate, and can interact without having any challenge. Or we can also see even the size of the files and the available size files that are available. And depending on what we need, we can be able to place a request. Then the other computer will respond. I think I would like to stop there. And if there is any question, kindly do ask.
Well done, brother Francis. I don't have any question on my side, but I appreciate for your wonderful demonstration.
Yes, I see Brother Edwin has a question.
All goods for me. No, it's a thumbs up. All goods for me.
Thank you. Brother Well, I saw your hand up.
No, I don't have any questions.
Okay. So now questions, thank you. Thank you so much. So I will disable my share screen. Yeah, but I want to end this session today by saying thank you everyone for participating in today's class project and the skills you have learned. I have at a personal level learned so much from each and every one of you. The vast skills we all have that connect from different points, it's what brings us to unity. Within diversity lies the strings of unity. And I want to thank this team for being able to stand out in that aspect and being able to fight in whatever capacity or whatever location you are in to be able to make sure that you are moving forward or we move forward as a team. Thank you so much for also trusting and believing in me to be able to be your Scrum Master this week. It was on short impromptu, but something that I really looked forward to. And I want to thank all of you for your patience and being able to believe in me to be able to lead you today. Thank you so much, and I'm so grateful. And have yourself a wonderful week. And if there are questions, our online platform, the WhatsApp group is still open for any questions or queries. Something you're not so sure about, please do ask. And then lastly, this week's assignment is quite a heavy one. It needs a lot more effort than the usual because it has projects up to project number 11. So that's quite a huge amount of work. So the earliest you can fight with it and get done, the better for you, and also the lesser the work will be for you next week. I thank you so much and have yourself a wonderful afternoon, or wonderful morning or night, wherever you are.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you.
All
Have a
right.
nice day.
Yeah.
Bye.